Hey guys, how are you? This is Dr. Cosette again. I wanted to come to you and give you this quick tutorial on Onboardible. So this is Onboardible, and this is how the screen looks once you click on the URL to register and upload your documents, your tax documents that are. So the link that I'll be providing you will bring you right here to this spot. You need to register, and when you register, you need to key in all of the pertinent information. So let's go ahead and start here with keying in the necessary information. So I'm going to start with putting in and I'm going to just use putting in my first name, my last name, I put in my email. I want to make sure that I put in my phone number. Oops, no, as you can see, no, just straight numbers, no digits. My address. And then I want to assign myself a password. And once you guys assign yourself a password, if you could please make sure that you put the password in a location where you can find it. Of course, once you're in and you forget your password, there will be a button that will enable you to reset your password. Okay, so I'm going to assign myself a password. So I've assigned myself a password, and then I want to click on which services I am uploading my documents for this particular return. Okay, so you have the option to do individual tax return, business tax return, bookkeeping, CFO services, tax planning, or tax resolution. In this case, I'm going to select individual return. All right, this will allow me to upload all of my pertinent information for my tax return. Then I'm going to create click on create account. Now, what I want you guys to remember is that if you were to click on business return, it's going to give you a different set of information that you need to key into. Okay. So I clicked on create, and then it's going to force me to sign back in because I just set up my account. Okay. What did I do? All right, so it brought me to the area where my home page, as you can see, it says, welcome to my financial home enterprises. I'm gonna click this button here to begin uploading my questionnaire, answering some questions. So it's gonna ask your basic personal information, your date of birth, your social security number, address, if you're a US citizen, which is a drop-down button, and your filing status as well as your occupation, okay? You're going to save that, and if you have a spouse, you're going to move to the spouses section and you would save that. It's going to ask the same information. Fraud protection. We need to know your identification. We need to know what your driver's license is, or your passport, or some other form of identification. We need to know who issued it, what state, the number, the date it was issued, and the date it expires. Again, we need this for the taxpayer as well as the spouse if someone is married. We're going to click save, and then we're going to move down to the dependent information. Now, what you see here on the screen is dependent information for one child. By the time you get this, it will have information here for those of you who may have more than one child. But you need to enter the dependent's name just as it appears on the Social Security card. If it is a hyphenated name, you want to ensure that you hyphenate it so that the return is not rejected. The information must match what the Social Security office has on file for the dependent or for the taxpayers, okay? Then you would just hit save, and then you're gonna go through residency. Did you live in the US for the whole year? Did you live in the state for the whole year? Was it part here? And you wanna give us explanation as to whether or not, there was some moving that went on, okay? Sources of income, go through here and click on the button if you had the various types of income that's listed on here. If you had Social Security, please make sure when we get to uploading our documents, you upload the proper documentation. That goes for all of the documents. Make sure you account for all of your W-2s, your unemployment, your 1099, your 1099-R, your 1099 DIV. Anything that's tax related, please make sure that you account for it and it's not omitted, okay? Once you have everything, just click a yes. Potential deductions, click on whatever you believe is a potential deduction, and we will look at the information once we get it in our possession, okay? You're gonna hit the save, and then you're gonna look at other considerations. Did you make a gift greater than 14K to one person? Did you have money in a foreign account? All of these questions, and then you're gonna click on the yes. All right, healthcare, did you have it? Additional information that you may want to provide. Do you want audit support? If you click no, that's telling us that you are opting out of our audit protection plan. What that means is if you are audited by any agency, then we will not support you based on this. We will support you, but we will bill you at our hourly bill rate. Okay, so we encourage everyone to enroll in our audit protection plan. We'll make sure you have the information on the audit protection plan. Just remember, and it has happened to several of our clients where they may have opted out of the audit protection plan and then they needed it at some point in the future. The audit protection plan is on a year-by-year base. So if you got the audit protection plan for 2020, then it is applicable for that tax year only. All right, so just keep that in mind. So then you would hit submit, and you got to go all the way back up here to hit the submit button. And once you hit the submit questionnaire button, it will alert us. You're going to answer the question, yes, you want to submit, but it will alert us that you have submitted your documents. Once your documents are submitted, that's just the questionnaire. You want to go in and you want to upload your documents. You want to upload your 1099, your W-2, your 1099-R, your mortgage interest statement, all of the documents that we need to complete your income tax return, you need to upload them. All you need to do is click on this browse button, upload your documents, and then send those to us and we will have them in your file folder, okay? Now, once you have submitted everything, we will automatically get an email that documents have been submitted. Once you have submitted everything and we are good with all of your documents, then we will notify you. Let me go here. You will see it's going to tell us what's in process, what's going on, what you still need to send. And as you can see, a lot of this has pending by it, which means that you still need to submit documents to us. Once we see this go from pending to a different status, then we know that you have actually submitted everything to us. All right. Right here is saying that you need to submit for review. You have not submitted it. So please follow all of the different steps here. Once we see that these things have been submitted in our office, we will assign a due date. Some of these due dates you may or may not see because they may be due dates that are internally for someone else to make sure that they've done their due diligence and completed their work, okay? All returns go through a two-step audit process, okay? 2 people in the office here will be reviewing every return to ensure that it's correct before we submit them, all right? That's always been the process, all right? You'll have to ensure that your engagement letter has been submitted. Most of you, not all, but most of our clients submitted their engagement letter the first couple of weeks of January. If you did not submit your engagement letter or sign your engagement letter and we sent it to you through EverSign, then we encourage you to go do that. If you're new to our office or maybe you didn't get it, we'll make sure that you get an engagement letter and review it and sign it and send it back to us so that we have it in our file and we can move forward with processing your return. Your return must be paid in full before we submit it. If once we dive into your return and maybe there's some adjustments for the amount, we will definitely let you know and we will request that you remit the balance at the end once we complete the return. We will not release returns until they are paid in full. So just remember that, you all, that's our policy. And we encourage all of our clients to use our bank products. That means that all of your tax preparation fees are coming right out of your refund, okay? That is what we encourage and that's what we push to our clients here in the office. It's not mandatory, but that is what we encourage each and every one of you to do, all right? So you will know right here when your return is due. We typically have a turnaround time of anywhere from 3 to 7 business days. Sometimes returns are longer depending on the complexity of them, but we will put the appropriate due date in the system, and you will know because you'll be able to log in and see what's going on with your return. All right. You'll know once it's completed, or when it's, about 5% almost done, you'll know. All right. We have the option, what I really love is to chat with you right here. So if we need additional documents or if we need to communicate with you, we will do it right here where it says communicate and chat. I'm going to put in here, hi, Jim, please turn in your forms. Okay, and it'll send this to Jim. Now, I will say this, one downside that we are working on, and that is to get you this chat to your email or to your cell phone. Right now, it stays within this, and as you can see, it's right here, and it stays within your file. So you'll need to maybe log in when you know that we are working on your file, maybe check it every day, every other day, and just, see if we've sent any emails to you. All right, that's all that we really ask. So once we're done with the return, of course, you will know we are done with the return because you'll see the status along the way. You'll see who it's been assigned to complete the return, etc. We will, for some clients, we will set up, I hope that doesn't beep again, you guys. We will set up conference calls and or Zoom calls for our clients that have requested, that have requested that we get on a Zoom call and or that we do a conference call. Some of our clients, we send over the tax return. You guys have an opportunity to review the return. And then of course we sign Form 8879 for both the federal and state. Now, not all states have Form 8879. Some states have other forms, but it's basically you will sign a document stating, I authorize my financial home enterprises and associates to electronically file my return. Once we have your e-signature back, then we will electronically file your return. We will not transmit any files to the Internal Revenue Service and or the state agencies until we have the appropriate e-documents on file. All right. So hopefully this has been valuable for you. Hopefully this has assisted you. What I would love to see is, of course, if you have any questions, please do email us at info@myfinancialhome.com. That is info@myfinancialhome.com so that we can assist you. Let's work together so that we all have a very successful tax season. There's lots of changes, you all, with all the credits. So keep that in mind and stay tuned, you guys. Make sure you follow me on all social media outlets at cosettemmwhite.com. And I am on YouTube. I'm on YouTube at Dr. Cosette M. White. If you chime in on Thursdays and Sundays at 3 p.m., sometimes I'm live. Other times I may upload a valuable information on anything that has to do with finances and or money. And so just stay connected, all right? In the meantime, you guys have yourself an awesome and amazing day. Again, I hope that this was valuable information and I will see you during your appointment. All right, you guys take care.